Yo, what's up, folks? Welcome back to the Bullet Bandit channel. I want to thank everyone for stopping back. I appreciate it. Good looking out. Alright, here's garage number 33, part 1. We're on the first car of garage number 33. And, looks like that's it. I think I kind of fucked up there. Those stripes shouldn't be above that. God damn it. Alright, let me see something. Maybe I can fix that right now. Vinyl editor. Create vinyls. Go to the front. We'll grab a block. We'll go to shapes. We'll make this shit white. We'll shrink it down, make it white, and then move it to here, and then we'll make it fucking transparent. Oh, no. I kind of forget how to do this. Oh, I remember. Mask, positive, negative, right there. And then we'll go back to R1. We'll move it down just a hair. There we go. And we're done. Yeah, shit, I fucked that up, dude. Those lines weren't supposed to be that. Now you see the difference now? How that follows through? So anyways, this is the first car in garage number 32, part 1. Another original paint job. And we'll back out, do a full side view. Oh shit. Exit vinyls, yes. So we'll just do this fucking side view, man. Fuck it. There we go. There's a full side view. Now we're gonna do the top. That's a nice color. Alright, and there's the front hood. See how uniform those flames are? They don't show up real well on pink paint, but they're still uniform. Yes, fucking exit vinyls. Yes, bitch. Alright, we're gonna go on to the next car. God damn it, I'm 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the first fucking car. Alright. Manage vehicles. We're gonna go to the next R8. You know, if you ever have a problem with some of the shit I put on my fucking cars, just let me know, man. Just let me know, and we can talk about it. You know what I mean? If you don't like some of my paint jobs, that's fine. I have a few problem solvers, more than one. Just to show you, those are the rounds. I can solve problems. So if you have a problem, just let me know. All right, next car. We got this car. Oh shit, here we go. Now we'll do a full side view. Oh, there's the back. Uniform, red flames. They meet in the middle. And there's the side view. That's pretty badass. No one's ever did that shit, man. That's fucking full, original, none of a kind. Let's look at the back. And we'll look at the front. There's the whole top side. There's the front. And we're gonna move on. I'm gonna put those fucking rounds back in the gun. Fucking. All right, here we go. This was a police car I made for our crew. It's called the West Coast Customs Police Department, and we police online assholes. We didn't police cool people because they didn't need to be policed, but yeah, when we had to, we policed assholes, and we were the asshole police. If you were an asshole in the room, we'd fucking police you. We'd treat you like a fucking piece of shit. And we had that power, and we exerted it, and we did it, you know. All right, here's a full side view. Okay, and that's the way the police car looked from the side view. We weren't regular pigs. We were fucking a different type of pig. All right, and there's the front hood, and we're gonna move on. All right, this is a badass fucking R8 too. This one has another brother in the next garage that's pretty fucking radical. And it's actually done more, with more intricacy, more detail, more difficulty. This one is the first brother of the next car in garage 35. And this one came in light. There's a full side view. Fuck, dude. I think I'm cutting off shit here. Alright, here we go. Now I got the whole camera in there. We'll look at the top side. That's fucking bad, dude. Ain't nobody ever did that shit. Ever. Let's look at the back side. That's a pretty cool view. There's what the front looks like. And we'll pan around to the front and move on to the next car. That's just fucking delicious, man. That car is so delicious. Alright, next car. Or bike. My bad. Damn, we're at 8:38 and I'm only fucking 5 cars in. I gotta kick ass here. I gotta move. This is an ugly bike I made. I don't like this either. I would give myself a fucking 2 out of a 10. So yeah, that bike sucks. I wouldn't even pan around that. The last few bikes I made in the last few garages really sucked. I wouldn't even pan around because they aren't worth looking at. Even I know when I make paint jobs that aren't great. But again, like I said in my earlier videos, I keep them. This one's related to those other Camaros with a shift change in colors where I added pink, but it still shares the white, red, and black. So that was a new element, and again, even though this is a sibling card to the next, it's still original, and that's what's up. It still shares the one-man paint army at the back. That's fucking badass. And the top side's Basically all white except for the hood. And that's what the hood looks like. Alright, next car. Now we got a 64 Impala. I'm going to quick show this car and then upload the next and run down and get a beer. This is a beautiful lowrider. This one's kind of related to the previous one. And these fucking cars are fucking long. Alright. There's the other side. There's a full view. This is universal. Matches on the sides. And it matches on the roof of the car. There's the roof side. And we'll look at the back of the roof and the trunk. See how the flames are uniform? Right down the middle. They're almost 100% accurate. Look at that shit. Alright, next car. Alright, I'm gonna quick run and get a beer. I'll be right back. Let me take a handgun with me in case we gotta shoot somewhere. Okay, I'm back with a can of beer and a fucking handgun. Yeah, I'm back. Well, I think they call me Bullet Bandit, man. Funny, beer starts with a B too. BBB, Beer Bullet Bandit. Alright, here's another lowrider. This one's not real intricate, but it's nice looking. And we're going to pan out, do a full side view, then we'll look at the trunk. That's a fucking beautiful car, man. That really is. And it's not overdone. It's just nice, man. Alright, here's the fucking trunk lid. That's cool. And of course it's got the vinyl top with the trim. And there's the front hood. That's pretty banging. And we'll do a whole top side view. And we'll move on to the next car. We got another Chevelle. I forget if this is custom or if it's GM spec. Another reason why I did a lot of these GM spec cars was to help me complete garages faster. Alright, so anyways, we've seen these before. This is a different blue than all the others. We're going to move on. Do you like the sound of a gun when you cock back the hammer? Alright, here we go. Here's another GM spec, vinyl roof Camaro. We're going to move on. And I think this one is too. You know, I like the sound of this too when you take the chamber out and then you slap it in there. Oh shit, bullets flew out, motherfucker. But anyways, when you slap that fucking chamber back in there, doesn't that sound sweet? You wanna hear that again? That's fucking nice, right? Alright, here we go. Here's another blue Camaro, different blue. So we're gonna move on. Now this is a fucking awesome Mustang. Let's look at the front nose. No one's ever done that. I'm sure people could figure out what vinyl I used if they were pretty good at using the game. You could tell what vinyl I used. What they can't do or replicate is the pattern that I used to get this effect. See how uniform it is and how it carries through? I had a big advantage when I played this game when it came to customizing cars, because I'm an artist. My whole life I grew up an artist. So because of that, I knew how to be creative and how to create shit that nobody else could create. And I hope you enjoy that side view. Do you like that fucking sound? It's fucking nice. Alright, so now we'll pan around to the top. See, this is 100% none of a kind original. Look at that shit. Look at that fucking top side. Nobody's ever done shit like that. Alright, next fucking car. We're gonna get off of here. I'm running a little late. Look at that shit, man. That's so fucking spot on. Alright, next vehicle. Yeah, I made paint jobs that fucking the whole world, that everyone in the world that ever played or owned this game never made, ever. Alright, here's another Riviera lowrider. I was really into doing the bottom half custom and the top half not just the primary color. And this one's not related to any of the other ones that I did previously, but I just started with something new here. And here's the full side view, and the top is all green, so we're gonna move on. Love that fucking sound. I'm gonna open it up, watch. Did you like that? That was closed. Open, close. It's fucking sweet, isn't it? Alright, here's another fucking badass R32. Really pay attention to this, man. Again, something that no one has ever done. I'm the only no one that did something that no one has ever done in the history of MCLA. I mean, no one would ever be able to figure out how the fuck did he do that. And unluckily for everyone else, they'll never find out. I can see I could have carried through that paint job, and I didn't. See that there? I could have carried that through and them colors through, but oh well, maybe some other time. Because you can see there's a cutoff line right there where it's flat. But anyways, that's fucking badass, man. I mean, let's look at a whole side view. That's fucking bad, and I love the way it swoops and gets, bitch, the way it swoops up and then shoots up, and then it goes that way, and it gets thicker there and thinner there. Then there's pink in between, white in between, brown. I mean, that's fucking bad, man. Ain't nobody ever did no shit like that. 100% original. All right, let's look at the roof. It's all black. All right, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Here we got another 240SX. I believe this one's also related to all the other ones. A spawned idea from shit that I made before. It's amazing how my brain works. Oh, yeah, it has some cues, but not a lot. Alright, let's pan around this bitch. I was the first one in the game to do this shit. Instead of Midnight Club Los Angeles, you know, I put my own shit in there. That's a fucking badass whip there. You can't deny that shit, man. That's fucking sweet. 100% original, man. This is how we do it. There's the top side. And, of course, I did this before on a few other 240SXs. That's fucking ruling, man. I rule with that shit. Alright, next fucking car. 22 minutes. I think this might be a fucking factory. Yep, it is. That's a beautiful car, man. Yellow and white stripes, dude. That's fucking nice. Alright, we saw enough of that. Let's move on. I think there's another. This is another one. Want me to open the chamber of that fucking 357 again and close it? Nah. Here's a green one. These were beautiful, too. The, green Chevelles with white stripes. They were awesome. All right, move on. Oh, we have another one. Fuck. And another. It's like a burnt orange with a white stripe. All right, we're gonna move on. Here we have another Celine. This one is not related to all the other ones. Although I can tell you right now, it does share the stance, ride height, wheels, tires, all that shit sizes, and the rims. But everything else is totally different. Alright, now we're going to pan around and do a full side view. Because this is a universal paint job. It's a badass fucking view. And there's a full view of the whole car. There we go. And we're going to move on. There's the top side pretty clean except for the front hood. That's pretty sweet, man. That's actually, in my eyes, that was a really good body style, man, for the Mustang that year. 2008 was a nice body style. And if you know how to hook up a car, you can make them fuckers bad looking. This is probably a stock. A stock fucking... No, it isn't. I'm wrong. There's another WCC spec car. Don't ask for the specs. You're never going to get them. Even though we're offline. Just burning fire everywhere, man. It's universal. And skulls. underneath the fire. Fire's over top of all of them. We'll do a full side view. This is a wide body. And we'll scan around to the top. Look at that shit. That's fucking sweet. No one's ever done that either. Okay, we're going to move on. MoveOn.org. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm waiting. This one's totally different from all the other Mustangs. This is alright. I like it about 50%. It's not one of my greater paint jobs. But it's okay. But, I mean, I wouldn't even fucking bring it to, well, I guess it's car show worthy, but I wouldn't say it's one of my best. Let's just put it that way. And let's look at the top side. Pretty clean. And that's that. And we're going to move on. Oh, shit. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take this video off right now. I'm going to start this part off on part 2. So, in the meantime, I want to say later, peace out. Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you don't bother subscribing. But at least watch my videos. Later. Peace out.